Perfect.
MC match.
Yeah, that's correct. So now this is let's say this is your brain. Okay, correct, this whiteboard. Okay. Now
Okay.
I need to tell you something that I have experienced in my 10 years. Okay, including my failures, including my success, and including my losses. Okay, and what was the big difference in each of that? Okay, correct. So
Okay.
let's consider this as, so this is a graph that I'm building. Okay, now this is the x axis. Okay, and this is the y axis. Okay, now this is your learning curve. Okay, the x-axis is your learning curve. Okay,
Okay. Right.
okay, this the x-axis is your learning curve, and the y-axis is your earning curve. Okay, earning
Okay.
curve. This equals to your earning curve. Okay, now understand this part, uh, my friend. So let's say your learning curve has stages. Okay, so I'll draw the small checkpoints here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so let's say these are stages. Okay, so your learning curve has like stage 1. Okay, stage 1. Then again, this is stage 2. Okay, this is stage 3, stage 4, stage 5, same case, and this is stage 6.
Okay.
Stage 6. Okay, so now this is your earning curve on the y-axis. Okay, so we're going to give some small steps here as well.
Okay.
This is level 1, this is level 2, this is level 3, this is level 4, and this is level 5. Okay, and let's say this is level. Okay, so let's call it different levels. Okay, level 1, so let's say this is your $10 level. Okay,
Okay.
$10. Then again, this is $50. Say this is 100. is 500. This is 1,000. This is 3,000 plus. Okay.
Okay.
Now you need to pay attention to what you're about to see now. Okay.
Okay.
So here you have started learning things, right? Correct. So
Yes.
your learning curve has started increasing since the day you started in my coaching. So let's say these are 60 days, okay? Like this learning and earning curve is like your 60 days of coaching, okay? Like your
Okay.
60 days of coaching, correct? And this is also your career, correct? Okay, even after the coaching, correct? Even
Yes.
this curve will also matter even after the coaching, okay?
Yes.
So now you have started learning, right? Correct. So you are slowly, when you start learning, your learning curve is increasing, okay? Correct.
Yes.
So you watch those 10 videos, right? Correct. You've learned something, right? Correct. Then you will learn Facebook ads. Then your learning curve is going to just keep you to this level. This is the $10 level, okay? Correct.
Okay.
So if you're learning, that does not mean you're going to make money, okay?
Okay.
You once you complete this learning curve, like stage one, let's say here is a checkpoint. You've learned Bing ads, okay? Correct. Here
All
is
right.
another checkpoint that you learned Facebook ads. I'm talking about the completion of all those videos, okay? Here's another checkpoint that you've learned landing pages, correct? How to build high converting landing pages. Here you've learned how to actually build CPA funnels, right? Correct? Okay.
Okay.
Here you've learned, let's say, how to target the right audience, correct? Okay. So let's say you've crossed the 6 stages of learning. Okay.
Okay.
This does not mean you're even going to make $10 from just the learning curve. Okay.
Okay.
Now there's one more curve, that is the execution curve. Okay, I call it the execution curve. Now in the execution
Yes.
curve, so I'll just give this a name. This green line is this green line is your learning curve. Okay, this green line. Okay. Now this does not mean that you're going to succeed. Okay.
Learning curve. Yes.
Then comes the execution curve, okay? You will slowly start applying these things, okay? Correct? You will, when you
Okay.
apply this particular strategy, your learning curve is going to go higher, right? So let's say, let me remove this part. And the execution, I'm drawing the execution curve line, okay? So when you start executing these things, correct? So when you execute this part, okay, so probably when you start your first Bing campaign or Facebook campaign, you will start seeing traffic, correct? But traffic
Okay.
is not something that is going to make you money, okay? This point is
Okay.
about traffic, okay? You will start testing different kinds of landing pages, right? Then probably you might make your first conversions and your earning curve would increase to your first $10, correct?
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Then let's say you have to scale up. You have to apply the same strategy. If you made for your first $10 from this strategy, you don't need to forget this strategy. You need to apply the same strategy to increase your $10 and apply the same strategy to make $20. Make sense?
Okay.
Correct? Then you need to apply the same strategy multiple times to reach your earning curve of $50. Correct? So this is the blue line is your execution curve. Okay. Now, when you keep executing, so obviously, when you learn all these things, obviously, then you have to put this into execution, right? Apply all these strategies. Start start testing multiple landing pages. Start running multiple Bing Ads campaigns, right? Correct? Okay.
Correct.
But your execution curve also will not give you the freedom of making generating ROI, right? You will be just applying things, correct? Okay, obviously you're going to get some conversions here and there, but don't take it that that is your real money. Okay, that's your execution curve. And even in the execution curve, the person does not make any money. Okay, does that make sense to you? Okay,
Yeah.
so even when you're in the execution curve, okay, execution curve is simple practice. Okay, it's simple practice.
Okay.
You're going to practice everything that you learn in your learning curve here. Make sense? In your execution curve. Okay, now then comes your so first you will learn all these skills, then you will start applying these skills for the first time. Correct? That is your execution curve. Now once you apply all these things, obviously when you learn Bing campaigns, that's one part. When you run a Bing campaign, that's second part. But you have to run multiple campaigns in order to make in order to find your winning campaigns. Make sense? Right?
Yeah.
Correct? So
Right, correct.
then you have to go through the practicing curve. Okay, then what you're going to do is you're going to, this is your practice curve. Okay, you're going to practice this strategy from different levels. Okay, this particular strategy. Okay, then again you have to practice this strategy from different levels. Let's say one landing page is working on Bing, other, okay, that some landing page is working good for some offer, but that landing page is not working for other offers. So you need to design another landing page, right? Correct? Okay, you need to test multiple kinds of landing pages with every different offer. Correct? Now that's really hard. You know what? When my students reach at that level, they feel overwhelmed, right? So I just want to make this clear in your mind that you have to work hard in the coming days. After your learning curve, you have to go through the execution curve, and then you have to go through the practice curve. So there's a lot of hard work you have to put into. You ready for that?
Yes.
Okay. So wait, this is your practice curve. So in your practice curve, you have to practice every strategy multiple times that you learn in your execution curve. Does that make sense? Correct?
Okay. Yes, execution curve.
Now, now when you practice everything in your execution curve, okay, so then here you're going to scale up. You're going to start seeing some profits, okay?
Profits.
When? By practicing whatever you learn again and again. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what my students think, or what every student in this industry who takes a coaching thinks, that he has taken the coaching, he's going to become rich, he's going to learn everything, and he's going to start making money. That's not the real truth, Mark. Okay, Carl. Okay. So I'm going to show you the real truth and how to actually tackle those problems. That's more important, right? If you're able to tackle a problem, you never fail, right?
Okay.
Correct? So when you practice these things, so let me write a list of these things so that you can understand a bit even clear, okay? So let's say this point one is, this is Bing Ads, okay? I'll make it blue. Okay, I'll make it red. So let's say this part is, point one is Bing Ads, okay?
Okay.
This one, okay? then this is FB ads. Okay.
FB ads.
Now, and then this point is free traffic. Okay, that is Reddit strategies, right?
Right.
I'm just writing that on the earning curve thing. Now this is like how to learn. This point is like multiple CPA landing pages. Okay, landing pages. This point. Okay,
Yes.
and this point is different audiences. Different audiences. Correct.
Correct.
And let's say this point is uh, finding right offers. Okay.
Right offers.
Now, obviously, you have to learn this first, then slowly execute Bing ad campaigns, right? Correct. Then
Correct.
you have to learn FB ads and execute multiple FB ad campaigns, right? Correct. Then you have to make your Reddit profile so good so that you're able to generate free traffic. Okay. Now,
Okay.
the reason why I keep the free traffic as backup is because when you have three different traffic sources, so let's say your Bing Ads account gets banned or something goes off, the prices rise on Bing Ads, okay, you will still have FB ads to stay and keep making money, right? Correct. Let's say you run out of funds, okay, correct, for Bing ads and FB ads, but you still have to make money, right? Correct. So if you have built your free traffic funnel with the strategy as told in those Reddit videos, you will still be able to make some money, right? Correct, at least to survive, right?
Right.
Correct.
Yes.
So free traffic is the best ever traffic source than any other traffic. Okay. Correct. But free traffic requires time. So I'm building all these three things for you, and I'm making you learn all these three things simultaneously, right? Once you learn multiple kind of landing pages, so you will be making more and more landing pages every time, right? Correct. So that way, when you execute these things, you have to practice it, right? And that's going to scale your money. Okay. Now let's talk about your earning curve. Okay. Now I'll make it dark green. Now, this would be your earning curve, okay? So you have to first reach $10 here, right? In your earning curve,
Right.
correct? Then you have to practice the same $10 strategy again and again so that it duplicates 10 plus 10 plus 10 to 50, right? Correct?
50. Yeah.
Let's say if you've made your first $10 from one Bing ad campaign, correct? Then you have to make another Bing ad campaign with a different angle so that you can run 5 different campaigns using the same angle, and you can make 50 from that, right? Correct. So if you have never made your first $100 online properly, you cannot target for $1,000, right? Correct. You have
Correct.
to make your first $10 first, okay? Then you scale up to $50, right? That's how the process is, right? Then when you make your $50, then you have to think your way to $100, right? Correct. So let's say you've made your $10. You just applied the same strategy to reach your first $50 milestone. Then you will apply this same strategy, correct, 2 times so that you can reach your $100 milestone, right?
Well, yes, yes,
Correct.
yes.
Now you have pretty much learned how to make $100, right? Correct. Now you can apply this strategy twice or maybe 5 times, correct? Five
Ah,
times so that you can reach your $500 curve, right? Correct.
yes.
So in the beginning, right now, you don't have to think about thousands of dollars. If you start thinking about thousands of dollars, I'll tell you what is going to happen, because this happens with my every student. If you think you of thousands of dollars, that would be analysis. That would be, you would go through this phobia, paralysis via analysis. True? So you would stop doing internet marketing, my friend. You will quit it. Okay, you're not going to learn. But let's say if you just have a goal to make your first $10 in the beginning, right? Correct?
Yeah.
Do you think you will be paralyzed with this goal?
Yes, I see it.
No, right? It's like easy. First $10, right?
Having the learning and practicing executions, yes.
So basically, your first goal should not be $1,000. Your first goal should be $10. Okay.
$10.
So that way you will not get overwhelmed with things. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes.
Correct. So this is how things happen naturally. Like let me tell you God's way of building this whole world. Okay. Now we have like billions of people in the world. Correct. Now when God actually created this world, how many people were there? God created this world with one man and one woman, right?
Yes.
And slowly they multiplied. Even God, don't you think God had the power to summon millions of people in one day? Don't he have that power? He has it, right? But did he do that? No. There was a process, right? Correct? Two
Okay.
became three. Two people multiplied into three. Three multiplied into 300, and that, right? So in the same way, when you grow up slowly, right? When a baby is born, he first learns to walk. No, he first learns to crawl, right? Correct?
Okay, correct.
Okay, so you have to learn to crawl first in internet marketing. See this in the learning curve, okay? Now when you learn to crawl, then you have to slowly learn to walk by executing these things. Make sense?
Yes, have sense.
Correct? Obviously, you don't have, like, let's say, obviously, there would be one day where you would be spending $10 a day on ads. Then you would be spending $50 a day on ads. Then you would be spending $100 a day on ads, okay? Whenever you want to make more money, you have to put more money in ads, right? But you cannot put that money from your pocket all the time, right? You have to work your way around so that in the beginning you can put the small money in and slowly generate some money back so that then you can make the money from online and put that in online marketing. Make sense?
Yes.
Correct. So in the beginning, yes, you can have this budget. Okay, I have you can set a budget like in 60 days. I can spend $1,000 in apps. Okay, correct. But you cannot spend $10,000 in just learning, right? Correct. You have to make sure that you learn some powerful strategies so that you can after spending these $1,000, you learn enough and everything so that you can start tapping out money from these strategies that you learn. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So please keep this in mind, okay? Internet marketing is not any magic spell, Mark, okay? Sorry, Carl. I have another student, Mark. He's from Australia, okay? So Carl, this is not a magic spell. You have to put in some crazy hard work with due diligence, okay? So I've given you the big picture in mind. Do you have any questions on this particular graph?
Is in really step by step. It's okay.
Very clear, right? Like I'm not hyping up. I don't.
Clear.
Yep, it's very clear, correct? You know what? I don't like to hype up things in among my students, okay? Because I'm not here to scam people. You know, I have to tell them the truth, right? Correct, so that they can know the right path, correct? Okay, because trust me, it took me 10 years to where I am, right? But obviously, I did not have a coach like myself when I started, right? But you still have everything, right? You have Bing ads at your disposal, you have FB ads at your disposal, you have a coach who's going to guide you at your execution curve. Obviously, I would be there for you in your execution curve. So this is an added advantage you have, yes or no? So I will be there for you in this execution curve so that if something goes wrong, I will be there. Make sense? So this is something powerful for you, correct?
Yes.
So I had nobody when I started who could teach me, okay, Shapir, this ad is wrong, you're doing this wrong. right? I had to lose a lot of money to learn all these things, right? Correct. But I just want to make sure that you should know the hurdles that I have gone through. Correct. So
Okay,
at least you
correct.
should know the hurdles beforehand so that you don't get surprised when things come up. Okay? Because I've been training since 2014, and what I have observed is my students start the coaching and they're super excited in my coaching, just like you. But their excitement goes off when the execution curve comes. They never show
Yes.
up. Okay, and
Okay.
their excitement is like zero when the practicing thing comes. They're not able to put their time in making multiple landing pages. Now I can teach you on how to make different kinds of landing pages, but I cannot do the work for you, right? I'm your coach, right?
Yes.
So do you think I would be able to do the work for you, or I would be able to teach you?
Yes,
Who
teach
has
me.
to put in the work, me or you? Who has to put in the real work?
Yes, me
The student,
because
right? The student.
I want.
Okay, so I just don't want you, like, you seem super excited to me. Okay, so just I want to make sure that you know everything beforehand, that there would be efforts required. There would be, you have your brain will go through some serious teasers when you would be learning landing page stuff, right? Correct. But don't worry about that. Okay, is everything clear now? Do you have a clear picture in your mind?
Yes, yes, I like this picture.
Okay, now let me make things very specific. Now when you start generating, when you learn Bing ads, okay, you have to start generating at least uh, 10,000 clicks per month. Okay, clicks per month with Bing ads. Okay, you have to run enough campaigns so that they generate 10,000 clicks per month. So that's how you're going to profit from Bing ads. Okay, same case
Okay.
with FB ads. You have to generate at least 10,000, 20,000 clicks with FB ads in order to be profitable with FB ads. So obviously, in order to generate 10,000 clicks, you would have to run 50 or 100 campaigns with Bing ads, right? Correct? And obviously, if you're running so much campaigns, targeted campaigns, you're going to get conversions, you're going to make money, right? Correct? Okay? So because what happens is students get in my coaching, okay, they never run, like, most of my students, okay, never even run 10 big campaigns. And do you think they can expect some money?
Yes, yes.
No,
I was
right?
thinking.
Correct? So so
Yes.
so so this should be your end goal in mind. So in order to generate, let's say if you want to make $3,000 a month, okay? Let's say if your end goal is to make $3,000 per month with CPA, month with CPA. So to make $3,000 per month, you have to be generating at least 100,000 clicks per month, okay, to make this kind of money. That's very, very understandable, right? Correct.
Yeah. So,
So this traffic you would be generating combined from Bing ads, right? Combined from FB ads, right? Combined from what else? Free traffic, right? Free traffic, correct? And so then only you're going to make money online, correct? So again, obviously, your first goal would be to generate your first 100 clicks per day, right? Correct?
thank you, it's Friday.
Per day. 100 clicks per day is like pretty easy. You can you start getting 100 clicks per day while just starting 5 campaigns on Bing ads, okay? On Bing ads, correct? And obviously, we would be promoting offers, so you'll be getting conversions as well, okay? Correct? So then later on, to start generating more clicks, you run, let's say you run 50 campaigns, you start doing 50 campaigns. That's like 50 into 100, that's like 5,000 clicks per day, right? So it's like pretty easy with the current technology that we have, the advertisement technology. Make sense?
Yes, yes.
You don't have to knock anybody's door to generate that clicks. You just have to find some time, run a campaign. Okay, the more campaigns you run, the more traffic you get. The more traffic you get, the more leads you get. The more leads you get, the more sales you get. Simple. It's pretty simple, but you have to go through all these curves. Okay, once you learn all this, boom, it's like super easy. Make
Yeah.
sense?
Makes sense.
Okay, so it's just like standard 1, standard 2, standard 3, like those classes. You have to graduate in internet marketing by learning all these things. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. And that's something that I will take care of. I'll graduate you with the best strategy that nobody's talking about. Correct. I will guide you in making those things practically work. Okay. Correct. And boom, you're going to start generating this kind of traffic, start generating this kind of clicks, and start generating this conversions as well. Okay. Correct.
Okay.
So that's pretty much it for this particular graph. Okay. So